Okay. So a lot of percentage are okay. Everyone able to see my screen? Fine. Everyone able to see my screen, right? Hi, Swati.
Hi, sir.
Okay, we'll start now. So last class we started discussing proc SQL, right?
Recording in progress.
What we discussed, how to use the create statement, how to use the select statement, from statement, where class statement, correct? So all these things we discussed, right? How to write a basic program, subsetting program, how to create a new variables, using proc SQL. Yeah. Any doubts up to here? Anyone? So clear up to now in SQL? So now today we are going to discuss how to use this group by statements, having statements, order by statements. Okay. So how to use the group by statements. So for this, we'll take one scenario now. For example, in a SAS self library, there's a class dataset is there. Okay. Now for this dataset, see the reason the requirement first. My requirement is, so you have a different category people who are there, right? Sex and age, if you observe. Male 14 category. Under male 14, different students are there, right? Under female 13, also different people. Female 13, female 13. For example, female 12. Female 12. Now my requirement is, for each category, for each group of people, for each male 14, for each male 12, each male female 30, for each category, I need their heights. For example, in a female age 13 category, what is their minimum height and maximum height? What is the minimum height and maximum? Minimum height is nothing but shortest. Maximum height is nothing but tallest. So I wanted two new variables called tallest and shortest. For each category of sex and age category, for each unique category, for example, if you take a female 13 category, what is the minimum height, maximum height? That is called what is the shortest height and tallest height? I need. If you take male 14, it has to check in the total data set. In the male 14 category, it has to check all the heights. In those heights, what is the minimum height and maximum height again? Clear? Understand the requirement, everyone? So in my output data set, I need only 4 variables, that is sex variable, age variable. One is called tallest and shortest. These two variables you have to derive. How to derive? Under for each sex and age categories, what is the shortest values and longest tallest values? Nothing but minimum of height and maximum height you have to derive. Simple. First, before showing in a proc SQL, actually speaking, the proc SQL only, it is very simple to derive. Okay. Whenever if you want to group any values like this, okay, any 2 variables or any 3 variables, if you want to group it in a proc SQL, in real time, mostly everyone will go for a proc SQL method only instead of going in another method. Okay. Why you will understand now. Okay. Instead of proc SQL method, first I'll show you in another method. We can't do it in a data step. Let us assume I'm taking proc summary. Remember proc summary, everyone? Proc means a proc summary, it will give the statistics. 5 statistics it will give, n, mean, minimum, maximum. But we are not using the proc summary for calculating the statistics here. See here. Proc data, proc summary. For example, my input data set is SAS self.class. Okay. So I don't want any statistics. So that's the reason I'm not taking any var statement. Okay. I'm going to take the class statement. In a class statement, I'm mentioning the sex variable and age variable. Okay. I want an output data set. Output out equal to my output data set name is class. Right. Clear? See, class 1 data set is created. So it won't give any statistics because you won't mention anything on a var statement. So this is only the classification variable. These are the classification variable, type variable, frequency. Here you're supposed to get your analysis variable, but you have not chosen any analysis variable because that's the reason it's not giving any analysis now. Okay, because your intention is not to derive any analysis, that's not required for me. Now what I need, these values I require, correct? See, if you observe here, in the classification variable for a type 3, you got a unique values of each category: female 11, female 12, female 13, female 14, 15. So like this, I need to group the values. So these observations are required in my output data set. All these observations are not required. Now, what to do? How can I drop all these observations? I need only these values in my output data set. What can I do? Anyone? For example, if you observe type 0, type 1, type 2, type 3, these type 1, type 2 values are not required. Only type 3 values are required. What to do? How can I get a maximum type? What is the option I have?
Where type, where type is equal to 3.
That's also you can do it where type is equal to 3. Or else I have an option, remember n-way option. What n-way option will give? Maximum type values will be, right? Easy. And
Yes.
2 variables are not required. Can I drop these 2 variables?
Yes.
Drop underscore type underscore trick underscore. Okay. Okay. Dropping. Now what is that? I want 2 new variables. One is tallest and shortest. Okay. So in my output data set, while you are deriving an output, see. Maximum function I'm using, maximum of height will give the tallest values. I'm going to create a variable called tallest. Minimum of height give the shortest. Clear? directly see in output data set, these two variables will create. Run the program, see the log. Class 1 data set is created, tallest and shortest. See, if you observe, see you are getting values correct or not. Female 13 is there. You have only two female 13 observations are there. You have heights are 56.5 and 65.3. So shortest is 56.3, tallest is 60.53, correct? So you got a correct values or not? For female 13. See, tallest is 65.3, shortest is 56.5. Like this for each category, if you take any observation, you could have get a values like this. For example, if you take it, male 40, male 14. There are two male 14s only there, 69, 63.5. 69, 63.5. So observations are coming correctly. So like this, we can group the values. Here for grouping, I used a classification variable, correct? And then later, I derived the tallest and shortest variables. Okay, clear? So this is how we have to achieve in a normal block summary. So clear this one, everyone? Any doubts here? Same thing. How can I do it in a ProcSQL? Here, I'm doing ProcSQL, create a table. So for example, my output data set name is class underscore SQL as select statement. And in select statement, you have to mention what are the variables are you required in your output data set, correct? So in my output data set, what are the variables are required? Sets variable, age variable, and two new variables I want. That is called tallest and shortest. How can I derive the new variables? Remember, how can I derive the new variables? First, you have to give the derivation as variable name, correct? How we derive the new variables? Last class. How you derive the new variables? Derivation as variable name. Derivation as variable name. Same way. First derivation as variable name. Okay. Okay. Next from input data set. So here you use the classification statement for classifying the variables to get the group value. So here directly I can use a group by statement. Group by 6, H. Semicolon quit. Simple. So first it will group the values. For each grouping values, it select these observations. Okay. See on the program. See the log. 11 rows, 4 columns are created. Okay. So selected the only 4 variables. Select 6 and 8 and tallest and shortest should derive. Okay. Clear? That's it. So whenever if you want to group any values, any 2 variables or 3 variables, you can straightforward, you can use the group by statements. So it was easy in SQL comparatively for this method. So which one is easy? ProcSQL method, right?
ProcSQL.
In real time, mostly okay, 95% scenarios, wherever you get a situations to group the values, okay. For example, any two variables, if you want to group, any 3 variables if you want to group, and you want to derive any other values, that time straightforward values, simply the ProcSQL method. Okay. Clear everyone? How to use a group by statement? Simply group by statement is to grouping the variables. Okay, now same scenario one step ahead. I'll increase one more point here. In this output data set, whether in a data step method or summary method and in ProcSQL method, so I'm getting this output, right? Up to here, it is fine. One more extra point I'm adding in the requirement. In my output data set, not all these observations are required. Wherever the difference between tallest and shortest, those observations only required in output data set. I need to have an output data set where the difference between the tallest and shortest is more than 4. So those observations only required in my output data set. The 51.3, 51.3. Is it more difference is more than 4? No, right? So this observation is not required in my output data set. 59.8 minus 56.3. This is also not more than 4. So this observation not required in output data set. 65.3, 56.5. Yes. Here it is more than 4. This observation is required in my output data set. Okay. 64.8, 68.8. This is also not more than 4. 65.5, 62.5. This is exactly 4. This observation also not required. Wherever more than 4. So here it is more than 4. Here it is more than 4. Wherever the more than 4, those observations only I need in my output data set. Clear? What can I do? Up to here it is fine. But while creating an output data set only, I need this filter condition wherever the difference is more than 4. Can I apply filter condition here in output data set? Where the difference between tallest and shortest, difference is nothing but tallest minus shortest is more than 4. In output data, while creating output data set, I'm applying a filter condition where the difference is more than 4. Okay, so those observations are required in output data set. See, I'm creating now class 2 data set. So I'm applying the filter condition in the output data set. I'm filtering the observations. The class 2 data set is created. Now you got observations where the difference is more than 4. Those observations only came output data set. See, 65.3, 56.5, 64.8, 57.3, 69, 65. Clear? Same way, how can I apply a condition in my output data set in a ProcSQL? So in these type of scenarios, this having class will come into the picture. Having class. I need to have these observation. So in that scenario, we'll use having class. Okay. Having, but you need to have wherever the difference is more than 4 in those observation only, we need an output data set. Always having class will come after group by class, correct? That's the order. So this filter condition will apply on your output data set which are creating. See, 3 rows, 4 columns are created. Okay, let us set class is here. See? Clear? Like this, if you want to apply any condition on output data set, we use having class. Clear? You could have asked me a question. Why we are not use a where? Anyone tell me? Why I'm not used a where class here? It is like this, the code.
Because in SQL, it's on the order.
No, why I'm not use a order? Okay, I can put it like this, right? Where tallest minus shortest greater than 4. I can use any 4, any 3, any 2, right?
Sir, where statement cannot take place directly from the table, create table.
Where will work
Correct.
on input data set or output data set? Or while reading or while writing?
Input data set.
Correct. Do you have any input data set which tallest and
No.
shortest variable is there?
No, sir.
That's the reason it won't work.
Yeah.
See, even if you run also, you will get a error. The following columns are not found in the contributing the table. That is shortest tallest. Since this is a where class, while you are checking, it will check the tallest and shortest is available in input data set. It's not available. So not found. Clear? That's the reason it won't work. So always remember, while reading, if you want to apply condition, use a where class. While writing an output data set, if you want to apply any condition, use a having class. Okay? Understand the difference. That's the difference between where and having. Clear? Understand now when to use a group by statement and when to use the having class. Okay. So one last thing we have is order by class. Okay. Order by is very simple. Order by is used for sorting the data set. Generally, we have separate procedure as there, right? Proc sort data is equal to class and class out equal to, for example, class underscore age. Means I'm sorting by age. So by default, it is sorted by in ascending order. Those observations will come in a output data set. See, sorting by in ascending order 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If you want in a descending order, we'll use the descending statement, correct? So it will come in a descending order. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. The same way, you can also sort the data sets in a block SQL also using order by states. Okay. Create a table. For example, my table name is class underscore SQL as select. So in a select statement, all the variables are required in output data set. You can start from your info data set. Class. So here you want to sort, right? Use order by statement. Order by age means by default it will sort in a ascending order. See, defaultly it was sorted in ascending order 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No errors. Okay. By default, it's sorted in ascending order. If you want in a descending order means, okay, see the difference. In a normal proc sort method, descending will mention before the variable, but in a proc SQL will mention after the variable. Okay. The descending keyword will mention after the variable. That's the difference. Clear? Okay. 16, 15, 13, 12, 1. So this is how you have to use order by statement. And remember, in a procedures topic, I gave one
Sir, I
task.
have a doubt.
Yeah.
The descending mention after the variable. Why is that? A particular
Yes,
reason.
clearly you have to mention like this. Simple. Why you are mentioning it here? You have to mention like that only in a prox. In a prox. In a SQL, you have to mention like this.
Okay, sir. Okay. In case we have mentioned before the age, what
See,
will
it's
happen?
syntax, okay? For syntax, you cannot say, you cannot answer, there is no.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Syntax.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, fine. Okay, remember, I was asking a question. In a procedure topic, I gave one task to derive the unique values of age. Remember? I asked you to derive in a different method, proc summary, proc means, proc SQL, first dot, last dot. I gave this data set. I need a unique values of age. Using proc sort method, you guys used no loop key and derived the unique values of age. Remember the task. The procedure topic, I gave a task, right?
Yes, sir. Remember.
Derive the unique and distinctive values of age. So their proc SQL method also was mentioned. They previously proc sort used a no loop key to get the unique and distinctive values. But in here, proc SQL, you have a keyword called distinct keyword. See, if you remember the task, create a table, class underscore age data set I'm creating, class underscore one I'm creating as select. This time I need only age variable only, because you need only age variable, that two distinct values required. So you have a keyword called distinct here. How we have a keyword called no loop key in a proc sort, same way here, distinct keyword. Okay, from your input data set, x semicolon. Now clear? Now run the program. See? Class underscore one data set. You got a unique values of age, distinct values of ages. Previously, you guys completed the task in other methods, proc sort, proc means, proc summary, proc break, first dot, last dot. So that I haven't explained using proc SQL code. Now you can able to understand that code. Now it is easy for you, correct? Now you know what is create statement, what is select statement, what is from statement. Very simple. One single keyword you have to use, distinct. You'll get the distinct values of particular variable. Okay. So like this, anytime you need distinct values, you need comparatively all other methods. SQL method is simple, straightforward. Remember last time when you did using proc summary and proc means, you have to write so much of thing in the program, so many options and all you have to use. But in this proc SQL was not that much what is required. Simply you can do it. Okay. So now clear everyone? That's it. So in a proc SQL now understood everything in a syntax. How to use the create statement, how to use the select statement, from statement, where statement, group statement, having and order by. Clear? Any doubts in the syntax of SQL? Up here, clear? Any doubts before I move to the next? Any questions? Anyone? Understand how to use the order by statement, especially having class and group by classes? Okay. So one last program I'll tell you today and we'll close it. Okay. How to use a if-else conditions within the map, within the proc scheme. Here is example. If there is a trip list I need to prepare. Okay. From this is my input data set. See the requirement is wherever if the student's age is 11, okay. If the student age is 11, so I want them to create a new variable called trip. So they are going to zoo. Okay. Else if one more condition I'm writing. If sex is equal to F, then they are going to, means females are going to museum. If any other condition, the remaining subjects will go to none. They are not going to anywhere. Okay. Clear? So this is how we'll write a program in a if-else condition, right? Remember, if condition, then creating a new variable. Else if condition, creating a new variable. This we know already. Clear, everyone? This one?
Yes, sir.
Everyone is understand this one? Very simple, straightforward. Now, same thing, same output data set I need. I need a name, sex, age variable, and one new variable I have to create, trip. So this variable alone you created using if-else conditions, correct? So same thing, how can I apply conditions in a ProcSQL? Now see here, ProcSQL, create a table, trip list, my data set name is trip list underscore SQL. Now on a select statement, so what are the variables are required? Name variable, age variable, okay, sex variable. Apart from these two variables, I require one new variable called trip. Okay, this trip variable alone I'm going to prepare from that. Previously I used if-else condition, but it won't work in a proc type procedure step, it won't work. Then how to overcome? So here we are going to use a case and statements. Okay. So I'm going to create a trip variable based on these conditions. Okay. How to use the case and statement? See, start with the case, close with the end statement. Okay. For example, when age is equal to 11, then Jew. So these Jew values will go to the trip variable. When sex is equal to F, then museum, else none. So as a trip variable. Generally, how we'll create a new variable? First derivation as variable name. Same way, right? Whenever you want to create a new variable, same derivation you have to follow. Derivation as variable name. Derivation as variable name. See? Derivation as variable name. Same thing I followed here also. First, I gave a derivation as variable. Okay. Instead of here, if else, if and else, if I used a case and statement. Clear? See, trip list. Repeat name, age, sex, trip. Let's see. So this is how we have to use case and in a ProcSQL. Okay. If you're not comfortable in a ProcSQL, you can use it in a directly in a data step itself. But you have an option, just say. It's your call, how you want to write a code. Okay, so no one will say you are writing a proc SQL or you are writing a data step method. It's your comfort, whichever your comfort in that method you can follow. Okay, clear? That's it for today. So in this proc SQL, there is one more topic was there, proc SQL joins. Okay, tomorrow we are going to discuss that one. So before come to the class tomorrow, everyone go through the previous topic. We combine the data sets, right? Left join, right join, full join, inner join. Remember the topic? Combining of SAS data sets. Remember, everyone? So go through the topic. Same combining of SAS data set, same joins. We're going to discuss in the proc SQL also. So we'll compare how we have to do the full join in a data step method and proc SQL method. Okay. Same with full join, inner join, right join, left join, and all. Okay. So that we'll discuss in that tomorrow. Fine, everyone. That's it. So this proc SQL joins topic was left in the process. Yeah. So that's it from my end.
Recording stopped.
If you have any questions, clear everyone? If no doubts, so that's it for today. In the class notes, we'll catch up tomorrow. Thank you.